Yo, yo, yeah. Peace, beautiful family. Lovely. Lovely. Beautiful, effing wonderful. Yeah, see what's going on right now. It wasn't that much sun out earlier today, but by the time I got in the crib from running around earlier, I looked outside and I seen it coming to chill. So the other day when I was out here, I was able to do some sun gazing on when it was sunset. It was nice. Unfortunately, the clouds took it away before the sun actually set, so it impaired my vision or distorted my visual. Either way, right? I know there's always something to talk about. For one, is doing better. I do so. I always did though, but that before was like the toxic part. Me not really like understanding my my sickness all the way, and just shutting down and not communicating whatsoever. But as of lately, I still been able to run into those conflicts and still, or those uncomfortable situations, not conflicts, situations where I prefer not to be in, and I'm still able to just still do the same thing I used to do in the past, but now I break it down more. I think I let it resonate. I don't let it linger and fester. People gonna be who they gonna be, and everybody swear they're a good person till it's time to do some good shit. There ain't nobody never to be seen. I was watching some videos, and it could be controversial, but the brother was talking that, talking that wisdom. I mean, talking that future, talking that or benefit. Brother Rashad Jamal, two names of that name, obviously two separate names. I don't know if it's one. I apologize, King, if I'm misinformed at all, but yeah, I don't know nothing about particulars, but videos I seen and how do I want to say this? The electricity, I mean, we call it what gigabytes? We call anything, anything like a. I'm trying to think of a correct word. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. He had it flowing though, and it will flow back soon. And shit like that be so powerful because we already know we unstoppable in any and everything, right? So with a king, a god with uh, the mental capacity to overstand the present and the depicted reality, it's gonna be so strong in there. Now, you know, there's always it's so unfortunate, man. It's crazy. I see it. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute too, but I see it and we just so lost, like. And for the people, I was seeing the guy was about to have a seminar or lecture in Detroit at Wayne University, and I didn't even consider like that I should go, but it's probably it might not be too late. It may be, it may not be. So at this point, I don't know. But I was watching the trailer for the lecture, and it's all our queens. All our queens are there, supporting, supporting, supporting. And I look in the crowd. It seemed like it was more queens than kings. I didn't see the whole thing. It was like a snippet, a trailer. But I don't know what's up with us. We gotta get on it. I see us on the internet, and I see the queens on the internet too. But now we don't got perfect lifestyles. Y'all see what I'm doing right now. So when I see these people, I don't be like, "Oh, you're not because of this," just off a visual. Because if I could get, I I don't know. I'm not big on like digital interaction. I'm still very keen and very stern on having physical energy exchange. So, with that being said, I don't try to make an opinion on people based off the internet because, it's the internet. But the queens are on it, the kings are on it. I just don't know where they at locally. I be around, I be walking around doing me, with my beads on, speaking when spoken to, or unless, it seemed like an awkward situation where I should speak. I gotta do a whole bunch better. My apologies. I ain't nowhere near where I want myself to be, where I visualize it. Like I'm still coming out of that shell, that cycle, that effed up mindset. But the beautiful part about that is that I'm capable of, and it's been for some years now, where I've been like just picking up on different stuff and just had particular interests that wasn't the norm in my circle or in my family. Like I say something, people look at me like I'm crazy. I start talking my stuff, even when I was in the screen. When I was in the screen, I was still like, nah, this ain't it. Even though this is like what I know, this is what's in close proximity or whatever. This is what is perceived at the moment. But I still was on some. Nah, I don't think this is everything. And I want to move so bad, but I feel like it's gonna be so stupid if I show y'all what I got my phone hooked up to, mounted to right now. I think y'all would be pretty proud of me. It's like wrapped around the branch that came off this tree. If y'all can see them leaves right there, them dead leaves on the ground, a big branch. I should show y'all top. Ooh, if that would have hit anything or anybody, man. But it was probably when we had these recent storms and everything. Rip some branch, or it's a dead branch. So no, I didn't go up a tree and rip a branch off. Even though might not be totally against that if it's for living quarters or survival. But we gotta do better. I gotta do better. But I'm like, I'm seeing it, and it's my environment, cause my environment ain't letting me experience the truth as much as I would like. Like I'm still in a false environment, if that makes sense. Like everybody I know, everyone around me, anyone I interact with, everybody to talk. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody. People act like they know what's going on from the oldest to the youngest. I ain't gonna say the youngest, but from the oldest on down, individuals will swear they're in tune with the current and they're not, or the past. First, you gotta be in tune with the past. And like I said before, I was always against learning history. I mean, coming up in school, like history and all that, I don't know, like that set mindset of you got to learn about. None of this stuff really made sense. I'm like, it's history. Like, what do that mean for me today? But like I spoke on before, history does have a cycle, and everything really repeats itself. And when you really think about it, the past is the present, and the present is the future. Like it's all one. I got to come to that realization and really break down that philosophy right there. But listen, we'll talk about a few little weird things that I don't even know how I came across. One was this gentleman. I won't even, down talk or anything of that sort, but he was agitated with me. Now I would never come across this gentleman again, so it wasn't bad. I was still speaking to him as if he was a gentleman and a brother. And he's agitated though, like, and obviously I know why, or lifestyle, or or like or regiments that we go through every day, or wake up, or I don't know. It's just like our conditioning, the conditioning we're in. I understood, his position. Not that it wasn't acceptable, but I understood it. So I'm eating some. He asked me what I was doing. I told him I was eating some watermelon. He said, "You eating watermelon?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm eating some watermelon." I might have said, "Yeah, I'm staying hydrated. You should eat some fruit too." I don't know exactly what I said, but his reply was, "You eating watermelon? So effing stupid. Why don't you just drink some water?" And I chuckled a little bit and tried to say something like, you know, something informative, like, you know, about water. But that was one thing. It was like he spoke it so sternly, like just eating watermelon. He said, and he's right. He was like, watermelon ain't nothing but water. Why don't you just drink water? You're right. Watermelon is water. Absolutely right, brother. Another thing, man. I don't know what's up with people. People are so like so sick. Now, there's an individual. Of course, whenever this individual see it, they'll know because this ain't happening often, or maybe even ever again. But it wasn't my doing. I just happened to be, you know, there basically. And this person bought some chitlins in my presence. Some chitlins. I don't even know if it was the last time I heard of someone eating some or buying them. Like, and they asked for one. I'm like, what do that even mean? Like, one chitlin. Like, how do they come? Now, I've ate chitlins in the past. I'm not gonna act like I haven't. Maybe a total of, let's say, 10 to 20 times. As a kid, we ate them, holidays, Thanksgiving, so maybe a good 5 to 6 years, and then like once when I was young teen, 13, 14, maybe 12, and then that was the last time I ate them. But like you've been eating chitlins for, I'm guessing, all your life, so that's that's all of my life and a lot longer. And folks wonder why individuals, pardon me, wonder why they can't get right. Like why everything's just so, and they I've still like the dumbest shit that I mean we all hear our older family members said. I was just watching a show where another gentleman said it too, older gentleman, like, man, my grandma, my auntie been eating the same thing all their life. Da da da. They still here. That is the dumbest, most Frankenstein in a bad way, not smart, type ideology ever. Because you see exactly what they going through. Everybody overweight. Everybody got skin conditions. They lost their hair. Everybody ache and every time they get out the bed or they move. Can't nobody walk up and down steps. Everybody's on a cane, a scooter. They lost a foot. Their eyes are bad. Like their hearing's gone. They got Alzheimer's, whatever, however you say it. And that's what you look up to. That's what you want to be. You want to be like your aunt that got that 7 day a week pill bottle with about 7 pills in each day. And these ain't good pills like grinded down herbs and vitamins and things of that nature, minerals. No, it's not none of that. Not at all. Very minuscule amount, if any, in any of those days that you have your plethora of pills. And I ain't gotta say this to people that I already don't know. Everybody's almost dying. The people that I know that had near death experiences just with health and living life is ridiculous. Everybody I know. 40-year olds, 40 some year olds having strokes, 30-year olds, diabetes, surgeries, 20-year olds, surgeries, near death experiences. I don't 30-year-olds, heart problems. Like I could go down the list to the amount of people that have been hospitalized, and I'm glad I haven't. Like I was blessed. There's a reason why my life turned out the way it has, and I'm not naive to that fact. I'm not braggadocious of it. I've always been aware of something. Like, that's something I got to figure out too. As far as like, I don't believe in religion, so that's kind of like a hard place for me. But obviously, I believe in something very powerful, something very masculine and feminine, divine in both ways, and I've always been guided by it and protected by it, no matter what. Because, like, even like the things that people that I was in close proximity to that experienced particular situations, accidents, whatever the case may be, where like I know people that had stuff taken, like as far as like body parts, organs, whatever the place may be, like just anything of a body part. I don't care what it is. It could be like mad surgeries, and like, you don't want people, anybody, taking stuff out your body. Like I'm glad I never had tonsils removed. That was like a big thing as a kid. Everybody used to get their tonsils removed. You had strep throat, which was big, super huge at a point in time. Everybody's getting their tonsils taken out. Stuff like that. Everybody be thinking, not that you can't live with it, I guess, but thinking like, oh, it's cool. I'll just have one kidney. I can live with one kidney. Yeah, you can, but I'm pretty sure your waste management system just lowered its capability of workload dramatically, right? Now, there could also be studies that those things can be grown back, which I'm very interested in. And I would love to be a part of a process of witnessing or seeing documents of, the actual work. Not that I doubt it at all. Hey, well, the sun going anyway. I have to move up. Maybe that's what I should have started, huh? I ain't want to be too far up there at the top. I got my stuff connected. Okay. Ooh, we don't like them. But yeah, man. People's crazy. We could do better. I don't want to say people's crazy. People's misinformed. I apologize. People's wild. I will say that. Not wild like, in a animalistic way, but just their thought process and their actions, whatever the case may be. Like, I don't get why anyone thinks that. I don't know. I don't like to say too much, but I feel like something went wrong in a personal situation, and I'm not aware of it or informed of it. But I could care less. I'm gonna say it could be from, you know, me speaking in general, or even in particular sometimes. But I don't go too hard. Like, and even if so, it's the truth. People know I would say it to them if we had those conversations. I'm not a person that don't express what I feel. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't express what I feel, then I just don't want to talk to you, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? To even, it's not that important at this point in my life. Like I won't even indulge in a conversation that's draining with an individual that um, not close to, or I don't have a repetitive um, encounter with. Feel me? We gotta do better. Now I always speak about God Yaki, Yakai, Raphael. I forget the rest. It might just be Hickman, but I think there's something else in between. But I didn't even mean to say your government like that. That was kind of awkward. I apologize. But my first enlightenment really came from, as far as like health and stuff, on that type tip. Definitely came from Dr. Sebi before that. And then even before that, this might even be weird and awkward, but I gotta tell the truth. This was 2015, 16, sometime around there, so it was before whatever. And I think the first thing I started hearing about was the bladder rack, the sea moss. What else was there that I was hearing about? Can I think of the names? Could have been some other stuff. But those two things for sure. That's when I first started hearing about that and the benefits and individuals taking it, similar like-minded brothers, and it was Brother Polite. That's the first like health. Because even then I was still eating bad. Like I didn't really care about changing my diet. I didn't have no plans on, or did I? I might have stopped eating pork. Nah, I don't know. But either way, there's been a plethora of people, as far as like notable people, and then obviously the random videos we see of people juicing or cutting vegetables and the whole vegan thing and whatever else. But the crazy part is the majority of the world that's probably vegan shouldn't be vegan. Like your genetic makeup doesn't cause for you to have that type of intake. And the people that's not vegan, well, the majority of the people that's not vegan should be vegan because your genetic makeup does require you to intake those type of lipids. Feel me? It's kind of backwards, right? Because the people that's the majority that is vegan or vegetarian or eating healthy, wiser, whatever you want to call it, right? That might be hurting them more than it's helping them. And then obviously us, the folks that's on a diet, majority of us, right? We're obviously killing ourselves because it's like flip flop. It's like bizarro world out here. It really is. Like this is so crazy. All right, something else I want to talk about. Now, I'm gonna start this by saying, y'all know how I am. Come in peace at all times. At all times. Feel me? There's not a time where I don't. But there was some stuff that happened in our city, a little ways out, but in our city, and how do I want to say this? A alleged, what's this? Officer, right? Got injured in the line of duty, and all right, so I'm not even going to say what I was about to say, but the individual that injured him was taken into custody by the help of brothers and sisters, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I don't even have the story all the way, but from what I'm getting right now, it seems crazy because there's a bunch of us crowded around that official helping, like aiding, assisting. And it's just so crazy because I've seen a plethora, like too many to count. I don't see this going the opposite way where a brother or sister is in need and then there's a crowd of people assisting. Like they allegedly they assisted with the apprehension and assisted in the aid of you know the aid of containment until help arrived. And I'm just so lost on the mindset of the people that had to be there. Now I can't speak on them particular because there could be a situation where a fellow Mela folk, may need some assistance and they'll be quick to jump. Them particular people, because I don't know them. But it just seemed so crazy that there was 6, 7, 8 of us crowded around trying to assist. And then there was also info that we assisted in the apprehension. Like, what is going on out here? Like, what is going on out here? I really don't get it. Like, what the? I don't get it. That's so backwards to me. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not for no one being injured. So, but it happened. People get injured every day. So once it happened, you know what I'm saying. Now we go from there. And going from there, I don't think that was the way to go. For all of those people, hopefully one day y'all see this. Y'all ain't too far away, and eventually y'all will see this. I'm not gonna say hopefully. Eventually y'all will see this. One of y'all, somebody in that area, and then they'll be able to bring it back. Like, yeah, he was talking about yes. Like, what the fuck? Part of my language, brothers, sisters. Like, what was that? Like, y'all was helping. Like, this was crazy. But I don't see like them. Like I said, I can't speak for a particular individual soul. I'm just speaking like as a collective of what I see. You know what I'm saying? Going on. And I don't see that opposite. The opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be literally your son, your kid's father, whatever it is. I've never seen a group help like that. Aid in any way, like. Now you see some back in the day where, you know what I'm saying, people might step in to help somebody, you know what I mean, keep going about their business, something like that. But yeah, I don't know. But listen, people don't know, and I believe it. I can't wait for it. I'm gonna feel it when it come. You know, God willing, I will feel it when it come. But that visual right there was crazy. Man, I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Oh, I'm talking that little head off, a big head off. I got some grapies, some black ones. Ugh. I'm trying to figure it out, man. I'm so effed up. Bro, I had never have like no real like body diseases, like where I was at this ease. I'm glad I didn't, but I know I'm still effed up, and I need some healing inside. That's why I got a bunch of these. Feel me? Black one, some red one. We're gonna do better though. I used to say this for a long time, and like the meaning has just been getting much stronger and present. That it's unfortunate everybody ain't gonna be able to go. It's just people so lost, so misguided that they don't get left behind. And I ain't just talking about me. I'm talking about like as a whole, like everything. Yeah, not me, not my doing at all. But we can talk about that too, and how, you know, on a personal note, everybody already know that. Like, we're all in different spaces. It'd be nice if everybody's just bang there. We got some green ones. It'd be nice if everybody was just ain't like that though. At this point, I don't know if that's still a divider right there. That's why I was like never big on it. I never identified as anything. Like, I've read, you know, scriptures and verses and things of that nature, a plethora, and some of them actually resonate. But something, listen, like since I used to tell my peoples this, like the people that would, guide me towards that, guide me towards the scripture, guide me towards something like that. Hey, man, that's not us. Like that thing's been whitewashed. I don't know how many times. Like I knew it wasn't the truth. Not like verbatim. Can't be. It won't be. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Like I knew that early as a teenager. As a let's see, probably like like 13, 14. Like I was skeptical. Always skeptical. And so I never really leaned one way or another, but that might be the actual deciding and dividing factor that keep us in like a different perspective from one another. Because it's just so crazy how and the things that keep us in the same perspective and reality of each other is all bad stuff. Like it's nothing good, nothing positive for the majority. There's a big movement for us that's doing better. I do know that. I do believe that. I shout those names out. And there's a plethora more that's tied to those circles, that's tuned with those circles. We here. It's just like, but nobody ever said it was gonna be easy, and that's cool. I do got patience. Like I said, I don't be counting people out, cause I already know your worth. Can't count you out, but I also can't count you in until you're ready to be. You know what I mean? That's another thing. Also, can't count you in. Can't force you to play the game. But we gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. People be trying to get on my nerves, but I don't let them. I'm telling you, that hurt them even more. When individuals see they got no effect and no power, man, I carry a soul. You can just go about. Like, I'm not affected. That don't mean, like, nothing. That was a perfect time to sun gaze. I'm learning. Retaining some of this stuff, too. A lot of it I'm putting on repeat. Not as much as I should or I could, but and the trees is kind of in the way, so it's kind of like a perfect, not too much, super bright still. I seen it though. I didn't even get to say it when in the beginning of the video because I was talking so much when the sun was on me. But as soon as I seen it, as soon as I started it, first thing that came to my head was what the gentleman Mouse say. What did he say on the chat? That me. That's what I was thinking. As soon as I seen it. So, well, yeah, I never always thought of that, huh? Huh. Well, not in depth, but oh well. I know came a long way and there's a long way to go. So I understand that much. Variety. I told y'all a long time ago. Darker the berry, sweeter that juice. I'm tired of seeing this. I don't know I say it all the time, but this is getting sickening. And it's always been like this. I am tired of. I never spoke on this. The dumbest effing commercial I ever seen. And I'm gonna say names and everything. Credit Karma. Oh my, they got this commercial with this pregnant lady. This pregnant white lady is scooting past her dinner table and like a, I don't know, another table, a desk or whatever. And she's pregnant trying to scoot past it. And they got this baby and I don't even remember the shade or the hue of the baby. I know it wasn't white. Pardon me. I don't know if it was like a mixed looking baby or if it was like a black looking baby. But then they had a girlfriend that was at the table. I guess her wife, whatever. So it's two women and a kid, and the commercial is just so crazy and so stupid. And I'm hearing people say stupid stuff. Like, man, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't want to get into particulars on that, but the men gotta start appreciating what they got more. Your lower extremities. I mean, everything about you is very important. The queens also, you know, it's not one without the other. Obviously, the queens do have more purpose in that whole, exchange right there. But I'm hearing people say stupid stuff. They don't want their testicles, and I don't know. Like, it's like all this crossing, and someone said earlier that by next year, most of the world's gonna be mixed. And I'm like, what? You're tripping. I get what they're saying, but no, it's not. Like, I don't care, and it's very possible that it could be soon or whatever. I don't care about statistics. I know what I'm going to do or not going to do, and I know what I say and don't say to those around me. And yeah, people still gonna do what they're gonna do, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's your choice. Everybody has a life to live. Those women on that commercial, cool. But yeah, I mean we've been through that, so it's no secret. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been going on forever. Every TV show, there's every TV show, every movie, anything that's being aired, every cartoon now, like they talk about the wildest things, like, and they depict the wildest images, crazy stuff, like things that you look at like, huh? Like I hear kids stuff, they be talking about biting butt. I don't know what they said on. I don't know. They said some goofy stuff on this kid. Like what? Turn it off. Internet stuff. Like you gotta watch what these kids is watching. Because you gotta pay attention to what these kids is watching. You gotta watch what these kids is watching. Your kids watching something. Don't just walk past the room. Oh, you alright? Okay. No. Take 60 seconds out of your walk and sit down real quick, see what the content's about, and not even just about the content. Like you should do this no matter what they're doing. Take 60 seconds, walk past them real quick. I mean, chill with them real quick. 60 seconds on your walk past. Ask them what they're doing, how they are. Give them a kiss. Tell them you love them and go ahead about your business. You ain't gotta be all down their neck, but you ain't gotta disown them either. Like the disconnect in the household is so crazy. Whether it's a complete household or not, whether like all members are present or not, like either way, no matter what, the disconnect is crazy. And overall, we're gonna do better. I can't wait till like that new wave come in. You know what I'm saying? Like the wave's already here, but you know what I'm saying? It's just a little small, little tidal wave. We got that tsunami, that 100 foot, 133 foot wave coming in, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nice, not crazy. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be magnificent, lustrous. It's gonna be very serene. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Cause I don't know what it is. Oh, dropped the brake. I don't know what it is, but the thing always been on me. Always, my whole life. I just stuff that just be like, nope, wasn't supposed to be. Not now. But I love you. I ain't gonna keep you too long. It's 40 minutes. You have a beautiful day. Love yourself. F all the bull stuff. It's hard. I don't know. When I be saying this, it's not like a day type thing. Like, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna do better. I wish it was that easy. It depends on your lifestyle. Your lifestyle will determine how hard or you know how smooth your transition is to your new heights. And I don't mean new heights can mean different stuff for everybody, but I don't mean nothing material, nothing that you can buy, touch, nothing of that sort. Nothing you can touch. So when I say elevating to new heights and becoming a better person, it's nothing you can touch. Not really. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing you can appreciate, that you can pull in. That you can be like, yeah, I did this and no, none of that stuff. Alright. We're gonna get it done. I love y'all, like I said. Take care of yourself, hydrate, sweat if you could. Everybody be talking to self-care stuff. Not like people, like this is like personal stuff. People I know, individual particularly. It's self-care stuff, but how you got self-care and everything you put on the outside of your body comes from a building with machines, and everything you put in your body comes the same way for the most part. The majority of the things you put in, like how you talking about self-care? Why? Because you rub some stuff on, because you know what I mean, go get some stuff that ain't yours and something else that came out of a building and off a machine somewhere, or I don't even know where them type things come from, but like everybody's so infatuated with putting something on their self. Really, you should be taking everything off and then worry about what y'all putting in. We really need to start taking more stuff off. Stop being so encumbered and like cloaked all the time. Always feeling like entrapped. Cause I be feeling like that in clothes. I got to a point where I stopped wearing jeans a minute ago. Like I had the idea that I wanted to stop. I still had my jeans. I still wore some from here and there, but they're so uncomfortable. I don't see how people still wear jeans today. Like jeans are the most uncomfortable garments you can have, in my opinion. They're so restricting. I don't know, clothes in general. But you got to be in a place where you're able to be free in that type of way. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Love y'all. Take care of yourself. Love someone. Get active somehow, some way. You ain't gotta sweat. I would prefer you sweat, but you don't have to sweat, kill yourself, strain your muscles, and go super crazy multiple times a day in a week to live a healthy life. Like to, you know what I'm saying? Not be all cooped up and ached up. Could do some stretching. You gotta do a stretch. If you don't want to do yoga, just stretch in the bed. That stretch, everybody usually do that yarn, that full body stretch. That's cool. Do that a couple times. Not just when you wake up or when you're going to sleep or whatever. And when you got a yarn, breathe. Somebody was saying they was hungry earlier. They looked at me stupid. I said breathe. Start breathing. Because what you're about to eat, I already know it ain't about to do no good, so breathe. They woke up like I was supposed to. Yeah, breathe, man. I gotta work on that. I be catching myself. Take a couple deep ones. Feel me? Have a beautiful night. Be careful. Pay attention to what's going on around you at all times. let y'all go on that note. Love y'all.